Hello and welcome to Herald TV News Bulletin with me, Orina. Congress Legislature Party has meeting of its MLAs to gear up for the monsoon session. They, especially the new MLAs, were told not to be scared and to demand a reply from the minister concerned. Clarifying about his hotels which have been issued a show-cause notice for alleged illegalities, Michael Lobo said the issue was discussed at the CLP in a lighter vein and colleagues supported. It is a personal issue, he said, and added that so far he had not received any show-cause notice. Michael also admitted that the meeting of new MLAs will be held at South Goa and those from North Goa will meet in the North on Saturday.
सगळे आमदारांना दाखविले 10 जाण आमदार येयले आणि वेगवेगळे क्वेश्चन जे आमच्या ऑफिसान काढल्या आणि तेंचे कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीचेर जे क्वेश्चन घालपाक जाय आणि जनरल क्वेश्चन जे आहा आख्खे गोंयांक लागपी सगळे लोकांक लागपी युथाक लागपी एड्युकेशनाक लागपी अनएम्प्लॉयमेंटाक लागपी हे सगळे प्रश्न सगळे आमदारांक सांगला तुम्ही तुमचे प्रश्न कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीचे हेजेरूय घाला आणि गोंया परतीय घाला आणि खंय खंय तुमकां दिसता की तुम्ही जिखून येवन आयज 3 म्हयने जाल्ले आहात तुमचे कॉन्स्टिट्युएन्सीन कितें इश्यूज आहा रिलेटेड टू रोड्स आसूं नल्लाज आसूं वॉटर लॉगिंग आसूं इलेक्ट्रिसिटी आसूं लो वोल्टेज आसूं बाकीचे सगळे हे सगळे तुम्ही प्रश्न घालात तेजेर डिस्कशन करपाक जाय वेदर दीस बजेट वी आर गोइंग टू मीट बिकॉज देर इज मायनिंगाचो जो हे आहा इनकम रेवेन्यू जे भितर येवपाक जाय आसलो तो येवचो ना तो मायनिंग स्टार्ट करपाक आसले ते अजुनी कांयच जावंक ना सो हे सगळे इश्यूज जे आहा ते आमदारान समजून घेवपाक जाय आनी हे प्रत्यक्षान हेचेर क्वेश्चन्स घालून गव्हर्मेंटाक कॉर्नर करपाक जाय आमचो इश्यू जो आहा हो तेणी आमकां दे हॅव सेंड एज अ शो कॉज नोटीस म्हणल्यार अजुनूय मेळोंक ना आमकां तुमच्या थ्रू ऑल द मिडिया सर्क्युलेट जाता ती आमकां मेळोंक ना मेळ्ळें की आमी ताका रिप्लाय दिता आवर हॉटेल इज बिफोर आय कूड बिकम MLA आवर हॉटेल हॅज स्टार्टेड इन 2007. So whatever are there, what they are alleging, it is alleged illegal or alleged irregular, whatever, that we will reply. That is one more thing. That is 2007 hotel. It is what 2007 as a hotel. आता एक हॉटेलान 5 स्टारान बसून जो जर पावस लागीं येयलो जाल्यार ते डॅक बेडी आहा ते खंय तरी दवरूंक जाय ताका एक शेड मारतात कोण ती शेड जो तर वयली ते म्हणटा इलिगल जाल्यार आमी काडटा न्हू ती कितें आहा प्रॉब्लम भिजोनी ते डॅक बेड सो तशें आसतलेंच न्हू कितें ना कितें
आनी इश्यू आसा म्हणटा पळय तो ह्या दिसांनी की वन नाव यू आर एन ऑपोजिशन लिडर अर्लियर यू आर अ मिनिस्टर पार्ट ऑफ द सेम गव्हर्मेंट काल एक स्टेटमेंट केलो मिनिस्टरान की हू इज मायकल आय डोंट नो हिम हू इज ही
ताका रिप्लाय आमी दिना कित्याक तेजो स्टेटस चड व्हडलो आहा तो तशें उलोवपाक आमी तेज्या पर्सनल हेजेर ताका क्वेश्चन करप ना I am not questioning his reply to you. I cannot question him.
Prasad Polchi for Herald TV.
A major accident occurred at Goa bypass Friday morning. 3 vehicles had a massive collision which resulted in the death of one person. Irfan Khan, resident of New Wade, died on the spot. The impact of the accident was so huge that the vehicles were completely smashed. 3 vehicles, a car, a pickup jeep and a light commercial vehicle were involved. The pickup fell on its side while the front portion of the car was completely smashed. Police and medics rushed to the spot. More details are awaited.
A major accident occurred at Goa bypass on Friday morning. 3 vehicles had a massive collision which resulted in the death of one person. Irfan Khan, resident of New Wade, died on the spot. Freddie Fernandez for Herald TV.
The southwest monsoon seemed to have touched Goa with heavy rains reported on Friday. As usual, crucial points in the city and surrounding areas were flooded. Herald TV found that all the approaches to bridges were flooded. Also, the Gandhi Circle at Old Goa was flooded with rainwater. Potholes and dug-up roads have not been filled in time for the arrival of the monsoon. This exposed the shortcomings of the administration, how ill-prepared they were.
The southwest monsoon seemed to have touched Goa with heavy rains reported on Friday. Herald TV found that all the approaches to bridges were flooded. Also, the Gandhi Circle at Old Goa was flooded with rainwater. Potholes and dug-up roads have not been filled in time for the arrival of the monsoon. Sagun Gowde for Herald TV.
The Prime Minister's office PMO has asked the Chief Secretary Goa to take action on the representation made by farmer activist Hanuman Parab, who was brutally assaulted at the Walpoi police station. The PMO, in a letter to the Goa Chief Secretary, has asked that appropriate action in the matter be taken. Speaking to Herald TV, Hanuman Parab said his fight won't end here. He wants justice and demands action against Ekoskar.
A representation was made to Prime Minister Narendra Modi after several complaints against the then PI and present Tiva SP Sagar Ekoskar at various police stations were made, but no action against him has been forthcoming.
3 महिने झाले आम्ही तक्रार करून सुद्धा DYSP सागर एकोस्कर आणि PI प्रज्वल फट्टे हांचेर सरकारान अजून ॲक्शन घेवंक ना. होम डिपार्टमेंटात चीफ सेक्रेटरी आम्ही पत्र बरयलें जाल्यार तांच्यांनी ॲक्शन घेवंक ना. DGPक आम्ही कंप्लेन केली, ताजेरूय ॲक्शन घेवंक ना. आणि त्यानंतर आम्ही माननीय पंतप्रधान हांकां लेटर बरयलें आणि तांच्यांनी दखल घेवन आता परत चीफ सेक्रेटरीक पत्र धाडलां. आणि ह्या वयल्यान आमकां दिसता की गोंयचें सरकार ह्या पुलिसांक प्रोटेक्ट करता, खास करून मुख्यमंत्री हे त्या ऑफिसरांक प्रोटेक्ट करता अशें दिसता. कारण आमी जेन्ना सगळे शेतकरी मुख्यमंत्र्याक मेळ्ळे तांच्यांनी सगळो विशय खबर आसा. आणि तरी आसतना पुलीस कस्टडीन व्हरोन जेन्ना पुलीस आमकां मारहाण करता, तक्रार दिवन इतले इंजर्ड जाता, आमी प्रेस इतले सगळे पब्लिसिटी येता, तेजेर म्हायती येता, कसल्याच प्रकारची ॲक्शन घेवंक ना. म्हणजे CM हे ऑफिसरांक प्रोटेक्ट करता ह्या गोष्टीचो आमी निशेध करता. आता तरी प्रायम मिनिस्टर ऑफिसांतल्यान हांकां लेटर येवन ते जर ॲक्शन घेयना जाल्यार नेक्स्ट फेज ऑफ ॲक्शन आमी थरयतली.
Do you remember the accident wherein a senior citizen was killed in an accident at Kampal while his wife was seriously injured when on an early morning walk? Now, Team Herald filed an RTI into the investigation and whether the case is making any progress. Maruti Sawant was killed when he was hit by a vehicle driven by Amar Aleem Bernard.
Now, do you remember the accident wherein a senior citizen was killed in an accident at Kampal while his wife was seriously injured? This happened on the Easter Sunday, early morning, between 5 to 7 in the morning. Now, in that we have realized that the Easter Sunday morning accident at Kampal, when two-wheeler bounded couple was hit by a high-end jeep car driven rashly by a young man suspected to be under the influence of alcohol, and is throwing up to more questions than the answers. Although the spot breath analysis, which is meant to estimate the amount of alcohol contained in the blood, turned out to be negative, people at the accident spot had alleged that the person driving the vehicle was under the influence of alcohol. Now, Team Herald made an RTI application seeking information about these questions, about this accident. The copy of the FIR registered by the Panjim police involving a jeep and a two-wheeler at Kampal Miramar Road on the 17th of April 2022. Second, the details and the registration number of the Jeep vehicle and the two-wheeler, including the names of the owners. Name of the person who was driving the Jeep and the two-wheeler. Please provide a copy of the medical examination results of the accused Jeep driver and others in this case. Please provide the necessary documents confirming the arrest of the accused. Please provide a copy of a bail order granted to the accused. Please provide a copy of the alcohol estimated test of the accused. Please provide a copy of alcohol estimate test of each of the other occupants in the Jeep. Please provide the driving license copy of the accused Jeep driver. 9. Please provide a copy of the statement of the accused to the investigating officer after his arrest. Please provide a copy of a written statement of the pillion rider. Also, please provide a copy of the post-mortem of the deceased Maruti Sawant. As per all this, the information that we sought by was here. Now the information states that on the TOP mentioned above, the above mentioned accused driver of the vehicle, Mr. Amar Alim Bernard, son of Leonard Bernard, drove his vehicle make Jeep Compass bearing registration GA03Y 4x1 in a rash and negligent manner while proceeding from Panjim to Miramar, and while it reached the opposite Reliance showroom, Kampal, Panjim, Goa, gave dash to a TVS Scooty Pep bearing GA08AM 3648, while which was coming from Miramar, and while taking a right turn to go towards the landscape park building Kampal, causing grievous injuries to the rider Maruti Sawant and the pillion rider Mrs. Pushpa Sawant, the wife of the rider. Both the injured were undergoing treatment at GMC Hospital in Bambolim. Later, the rider of the scooter succumbed to injuries while undergoing treatment at GMC. Hence, register the Panjim Police Station CR number 80/2022 under section 279, 338 and 304A of the IPC against the accused driver person, Mr. Amar Alim Bernard, son of Leonard Bernard, age 22, occupant student, a resident of Miramar, Goa, driver of Jeep, as we mentioned the number earlier, for driving his vehicle furiously in rash and negligent manner, enraging the life of self and personal safety to others. Now, action taken says that since the above information reveals commission of the offence under section mentioned in the 2 number item, the registered case and look up on the investigation and directed name IO Alauddin Wizir Khan, ranked sub-inspector, to take up high investigation. The FIR read to the complaint information admitted to the correctly recorded, and a copy is given to the complainant information of the free at the cost of free. Now it states that the complaint information, we got all the details, however all the responses are most likely to be said that are under investigation. Here is a complaint copy which was attached to the Panjim police station, and we also got an RTI information, and detailed report will be coming soon on our publication. This is Clinton D'Souza with Vittal Das Hegde for Herald TV.
5 days after schools have started for the academic year 22-23, students are still without textbooks. This is not only the case with schools from Panjim but surrounding areas as well. For instance, class 10 students do not have the Hindi and science textbooks. Parents are worried how students will be able to cope with the syllabus if the distribution of textbooks is delayed further.
5 days after school started for the academic year 2022-23, students are still without textbooks. For instance, class 10 students do not have the Hindi and science textbooks. Parents are worried how students will be able to cope with the syllabus if the distribution of textbooks is further delayed.
Hi everyone, I've just come to pick up my son. He's in the 7th standard now, and when I inquired with him whether he has received his textbooks, he said no. Schools have opened up on the 6th of June and many of the classes have still not received their textbooks. So my request to the Chief Minister, also who's the Education Minister, to inquire with the Education Department as to why there is a delay in providing textbooks for the government aided schools. It's not only the schools here in Panjim, because I inquired with many of the school teachers as well as parents. It's not only here, but a lot of places outside Pancham constituency also have not been receiving. So please look into this and make sure that importance is given to education and children receive their books on time so that parents, teachers and the children can plan for the coming academic year. Thank you.
Bureau Report, Herald TV.
With the heavy rainfall and strong winds, a house in Sholem was gutted in fire on Friday morning. Ajit Hadfadkar's house was gutted in fire in Sholem, which caused him a financial loss of rupees 3 lakhs. Aaron Muklar, aged 31 years, who was a house worker, was seriously injured while trying to extinguish the fire. Muklar is presently undergoing treatment at the district hospital in Mapsa.
House was gutted in fire at Sholem. One person is seriously injured. Ajit Hafadkar house was gutted in fire in Sholem, which caused him a financial loss of nearly 3 lakh rupees. Aaron Muklar, aged 31, who was a house worker, was seriously injured while trying to douse this fire. Muklar is presently undergoing treatment at the district hospital in Mapsa.
आम्ही तो उजो पळयना फुडें सगळे धांवन येयले एकामेकांचे कळसुल्यांनी बी उदीक मारीत रावले. उजो कोत पाला ना, उजो बरो मोठो जावंक लागलो. मारता इतक्यान त्याच टायमार पावस येयलो. पावसानूय आनीक जावंक लागले. सगळे जाण इकडेतले तिकडे धावाक आहा पालयता करून तो आनीक मोठो जायत रावलो. मागीर मातशें वखदां 1-1.5 वरान 5 विकेटी येयली. मागीर 5 विकेटीन पालयलो तरी पूण उजो सोंपात ना, कबारूच जायना. मागीर ते 5 विकेटीचे सगळे सोंपले. इंजर्ड जालो तो आमचो हेरल्ड मुकला. तो वयर चडलोलो. सगळे आमी कोसल्यो दिवन उदीक मारताले तेंचे. म्हटल्यार तो नळो आनी वासो उलपवन हे जावन तो सोमतो सकयल उब्यानीच पडलो. आतां तेका पांय सुद्दां लागना, सारको इंजर्ड आहा. आतां काल तेका पयलो हांगा येलो इगर्जे कडेन हॉस्पिटलान. थंय जायना म्हणून तेका सोमतो हेल्थान येलो. हेल्थान एक्सरे बी काडला, बँडेज म्हापसा, मागीर बँडेज बी करून आतां तेका घरा हाडला. आयज परत तेका पयला. माडाचे कितें पडलाय म्हणून आमकां कळना आनी कितें जालें तें कळोंक ना. कित्याक एकामेकांक कितें जालें आनी शॉर्ट सर्कीट आनी ते घराचे कापेती बी घातलेले उदका खातीर.
वायरी सारक्यो
लागीं आनी तेच्या खातीर ते वायर कितें जालें आमकां काय
तुमी अशें इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बी कळयल्लें
कळयला. कोण कळून थाकले, कोण हें करिना, एक्शनूच घेयना. आहा थंय आहा ते वायरी बी सगळे. पयलीं सारके देखून हाडले घरा रात्री खबर ना कितें शॉर्ट सर्कीट जालें आसतलें. रात्री 1 सुमार उजो लागल्या उपरांत तांकां कोण तरी पळयलो मातसो आवाज येता डम डम डोटो येता. तेन्ना सगळे लोक जमले वाटावले. तेंच्यांनी तेजेर जाता तितले प्रयत्न करून उजो पालयलो. मागीर तेंच्यांनी पुलिसेक फोन केलो, फायर ब्रिगेडीक फोन केलो. मागीर लास्टाक फायर ब्रिगेड येयली. तेंच्यांनी तो पालयलो सगळो उजो. सगळे वयर काटी आसल्यो, बऱ्यो काटी आसल्यो, चेरी आसल्यो, उदकाच्यो टाकी आसल्यो, गिजर आसले, गिजर आसले, वॉशिंग पायपलायन, वॉशिंग उदकाची पायपलायन आसली, लायटीचे सगळे जळ्ळे, मोटर जळ्ळे, उदकाचे टाके जळ्ळे 2.
साधारण कितले हे तुमकां नुकसान
सदां एटलीस्ट 5-6 लाख ते जातले.
Prakash Gadekar for Herald TV.
Representatives of theatre and theatre institutions met Art and Culture Minister and Chairman of Kala Academy Govind Gowde to understand the status of the renovation work at the Kala Academy premises. They have demanded that Kala Academy be restored in good condition, stating that previously the constant renovation would cause hindrances to their programs, and requested Gowde to complete the same as soon as possible in order to make it available for programs. Gowde has assured the representatives of theatre and theatre institution that Kala Academy will be open for artists as soon as possible.
Representatives of theatre and theatre institutions met Art and Culture Minister Govind Gowde to understand the renovation position of Kala Academy. They have demanded that Kala Academy be restored in good condition and for it to be open soon. Gowde has made an assurance to them that Kala Academy will be open for artists soon.
कारण ज्या तरेन तांणी आपलें मत जशें व्यक्त केल्लें आसा आनी त्याच भावनेंतल्यान त्या मतांतल्याक हांवें तांकां आज कला अकादमीची वस्तुस्थिती जी आसा ती त्या बद्दल तांकां हांवें सगळे काही गोश्टी सांगिल्ल्यो आसात. तांचो एकमेव मागणी आसा की जाता तितले बेगीन कलाकारांची ही कला अकादमी आमकां परत लोकार्पण करची. आनी हांवूय आमदार, अध्यक्ष किंवा मंत्री हें नातें मातशें कुचीन दवरून एज अ कलाकार म्हणून आणि असंख्य गोमंतकीय जे रसिक जन जे आसात त्या रसिक जनाक हांव सगळ्यांक सांगपाक सोदतां जे कलाकारांनी आज मागणी केल्ली आसा ती मागणी जात तितले बेगीन पूर्ण करपा खातीर हांव कटिबद्ध आसा. हांवें तुमी जे वेळाचेर आमचे कलाकार जेन्ना उलयताले त्या वेळाचेर तांकां एक प्रश्न केल्लो की केत पर्यंत किंवा डेडलायन दितात का म्हणून. ताणें तुमकां सुंदर उत्तर दिल्लें आसा की दे आर नॉट अ इंजिनियरींग टेक्निकल टीम. आणि म्हणूनच बिईंग एज ऑल्सो टेक्निकल मनीस असल्या कारणान कारण तुमकां सगळ्यांक खबर आसा ज्या वेळाचेर आपण स्वताचें घर बांदता त्या वेळाचेर घराक फिनिशींग काम करता करता बरोचसो एखाद्या आपल्याक हें नाका आपल्याक तें जाय थोडोसो डिले.
कारण ज्या वेळार आमकां जाय आसताली त्या वेळार ती आमकां बऱ्याच वेळार मेळनासली. तेजें कारण अशें आसतालें की खंय तरी बारीक रिनोवेशन खंय तरी आनीक मोठें रिनोवेशन अशें सगळें चालू आसतालें. खंय तरी गळटा ती गळटा म्हणून किंवा शॉक येत म्हणून ती आमकां दिना किंवा तितूंतले वायरी ज्यो आसा त्यो कट जाल्ल्यो आसा. बरेचशे डिमर आनी बरेचशे स्पॉट्स हे चलना. साऊंड सिस्टमाची केन्ना केन्ना गोची जाता. अशे बरेच गोष्टी जाताल्यो. त्यामुळे वन्स फॉर ऑल ते रिनोवेट जावपाक जाय आसले. वन्स फॉर ऑल बऱ्या स्थितीन ते आमकां मेळपाक जाय आसले. आमकां आर्टिस्ट म्हणून ती वास्तू बेगींतल्याच बेगीन वापरपाक मेळची बऱ्या स्थितीन. दिस इज अवर ड्रीम. टायमलायन दिवपाक आमी इंजिनियरींग फिल्डांतले आत्तां तेजी परिस्थिती कितले पर्यंत आसा ही आमकां खबर ना. बट वी ऑलवेज कॅन रिक्वेस्ट जितल्या बेगीन जाता तितल्या बेगीन आमकां मेळची ती. कारण गोंयचे सगळे कलाकार आयज हांगा जमलेले आसा ते जस्ट संस्थांचे प्रतिनिधी जमलेले आसा. सगळे कलाकार ही अशी आशा धरून आसा.
Shagun Ghadi for Herald TV.
The model school complex at Kujira, Bambali is not model for reasons more than one. Due to the excruciating traffic snarls, on Friday, DGP Jaspal Singh reviewed the traffic arrangements at the Kujira school complex along with senior officers of traffic unit of Goa Police. Consequent to reopening of schools, there is a huge traffic congestion around the complex on a daily basis.
The DGP has directed the staff to display signages and make announcements for the parents bringing their wards to school through loud hailers to follow the lane system and not try to create multiple lanes. Due to the excruciating traffic stalls, on Friday, DGP Jaspal Singh reviewed the traffic arrangement at Kujira School Complex. Consequent to reopening of schools, there is huge traffic congestion around the complex on a daily basis. The DGP directed the staff to display signages and make announcements for the parents to keep to their lanes. Bureau report for Herald TV.
Southwest monsoons will touch Goa within the next 24 hours, according to the Met Department. The monsoons were held up for nearly 9 days at Karwar and thus failed to reach Goa on 5th June. The Indian Meteorological Department Goa Observatory in charge, Rahul, said the conditions have become favourable for further advance of monsoons to Goa during the next 24 hours.
After getting held up for nearly 9 days in Karwar, thus missing out its normal date to set over Goa, the southern west monsoon is likely to onset over the coastal state in next 24 hours.
आज के दिन यानी कि 10th जून को साउथवेस्ट मानसून हैज़ एडवांस्ड इनटू एंटायर गोवा, यानी कि पूरे जो गोवा स्टेट है उसको मानसून करंट्स ने कवर किया है. और पूरे गोवा के साथ साथ सम पार्ट्स ऑफ साउथ महाराष्ट्र यानी कि साउथ कोंकण के कुछ रीजन में भी आज के दिन मानसून पहुँचे हैं. और मानसून का जो नॉर्थर्न लिमिट है, जैसे आप इस इमेज में देख सकते हैं, अभी जो नॉर्थर्न लिमिट ऑफ मानसून है वो जा रहा है वेंगुर्ला से. और आज के दिन जैसे ही मानसून ऑनसेट हुआ है गोवा के ऊपर, नहीं तो मानसून एडवांस हुआ है गोवा के ऊपर, तो रेनफॉल एक्टिविटी भी, जैसे एमडी ने पहले ही बताया था, कल बताया था, मानसून एक्टिविटी भी गोवा के ऊपर, रेनफॉल एक्टिविटी भी बढ़ने वाला है. आज के दिन यानी कि 10th जून को आइसोलेटेड जगह पे हेवी रेनफॉल होने के चांसेस है, यानी कि नॉर्थ और साउथ गोवा के ऊपर 1 या 2 स्टेशनों से हेवी रेनफॉल यानी कि रेनफॉल एक्सीडिंग 6 सेंटीमीटर होने के चांसेस है 10th को. और सेम कंडीशन रहेगा 13th और 14th को भी. लेकिन 11th और 12th को ये हेवी रेनफॉल का स्पेशल डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन थोड़ा बढ़ने का चांसेस है. और उसके साथ ही वेरी हेवी रेनफॉल यानी कि रेनफॉल एक्सीडिंग 11 सेंटीमीटर 12 सेंटीमीटर से 20 सेंटीमीटर तक के रेनफॉल को वेरी हेवी रेनफॉल बोलते हैं। उस कैटेगरी के रेनफॉल आइसोलेटेड जगह पे होने के चांसेस है 11th और 12th को, यानी कि इन शॉर्ट रेनफॉल एक्टिविटी विल बी कंपैरेटिवली हायर ऑन 11th एंड 12th। तो आज के दिन येलो कलर वार्निंग इश्यू किया है आने वाले 5 दिनों के लिए दोनों डिस्ट्रिक्ट के ऊपर। और रेनफॉल जो है मोस्टली जब इंटेंस रेनफॉल एक्टिविटी होता है तो इंटेंस स्पेल्स भी रेनफॉल के साथ हो सकते हैं, और उसके साथ ही विंड स्पीड भी अप्रॉक्सीमेटली अराउंड 40 kmph तक गस्टिंग का एक्टिव फेसेस ऑफ मानसून में होने के चांसेस हैं। और उसके ही साथ जब रेनफॉल एक्टिविटी ज़्यादा हो और ये परसिस्ट रहते हैं 2 या 3 दिन, तो देर आर सम इम्पैक्ट्स that also could be associated with the increased rainfall activity। तो ये सारे डिटेल्स जो हैं पॉसिबिलिटी ऑफ इम्पैक्ट्स, ये जो पॉसिबल इम्पैक्ट्स है उसके डिटेल्स और जो क्रॉप स्पेसिफिक इम्पैक्ट है वो सारे डिटेल्स IMD की वेबसाइट में रेडली अवेलेबल है। तो इट इज़ रिक्वेस्टेड कि पब्लिक प्लीज बी अपडेटेड विद ऑल दिस इन्फॉर्मेशन एंड टेक द नेसेसरी प्रिकॉशंस।
Prasad Polji for Herald TV.
That's all we have in today's news bulletin. Thanks for watching Herald TV News. For more news alerts, please follow us on Heraldo on Facebook and Twitter. Take care and goodbye.